I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy.
Who also happens to hate the words faith, hope, love, and luck, so, yeah.
I'm a little insulted.
You're also about to talk more crazy batshit than even June managed, so,
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
'Cause it's a half-ass number.
I'm just gonna let that line sink in a little bit. 4 is a half-ass number. That's why he doesn't like it.
Not the best or the worst. That's why.
What?
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
Because of the Japanese death number, we didn't want to translate that cultural quirk. See, that, for some reason, if he's already explained that his stinking number is 3, and he specifically says he picked his name because it's a pun on 3 is san in Japanese. If they put the death number in there and explained it's a Japanese thing, I would accept it more than just being a lame-ass number. Flashbacks from Clover's Bad End, yeah. Oh, yeah, we've been well acquainted with that last time. So you could say he's a 21st century schizoid man. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but...
What are you...
You play?
play?
It's also a pun. She equals 4. She equals death, so it makes even less sense. Yeah, I don't know. That would be a much more... I don't know. Even if they put that in, that'd be better. It'd be a better explanation of all this. They just wouldn't explain it any. Oh. So it makes even less sense that they wouldn't just explain it. Yeah. Like, that's a much more simplified explanation. But then again, it does seem weird be having Junpei have a death omen just suddenly getting passed on to him. But anyways. And I can play gambling or stock market. I think I want to go with no. Non-essential question. I can pick whatever I want. So, as far as Junpei would know, gambling.
You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I mean?
It's the same dialogue in my mind. The stock market is essentially legitimate gambling. Fair enough.
In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros, they call Monkey.
I mentioned this before when I went through this first time. I'm going to go ahead and do it again because those were a long time ago. I've never heard of Le Grand or zeros as being monkey. All I know is you're not supposed to get 0, and a total of 0 is Baccarat. No, I've never heard monkey or Le Grand used in any form of Baccarat.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh?
What you calling 0 a monkey for, Junpei?
Zero's a monkey.
What?
Wow, you actually managed to startle the guy who was just going about 4 is a lame-ass number.
Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
Why do you sound like you're bordering on the edge of insanity?
You know, If you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat. Of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it.
So to clarify, if you have a, I'll go with an easy one that I can think up on the top of my head. Your plan is to get as close to 9 as you possibly can. If you have 7 and an 8, like if you had a 7 and you draw an 8, the total is 15, you drop the 1, it's 5. That's how Baccarat works, in a nutshell. Closest to 9. If you have an 8 or a 9, it's an automatic... If you have an 8 or a 9, it's an automatic win unless somebody has a higher number than you. Or you have what is called a natural 9, which is when you have an automatic, like, you draw an 8. If nobody has higher than an 8, you win by default. If you draw a 9, it's the same thing. If you have a 9, that will beat a natural 8, but nothing can beat a natural 9 if it's drawn immediately out of the bag.
Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point.
I love Baccarat. It's not used as often as it should be, and most... If you actually get a a true Baccarat table, it functions more like blackjack instead of what they do in these shitty casinos where they only put in, like... They just make you bet on which side wins. Like, you have to actually go to the table area to play Baccarat, as opposed to just betting on a side.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9, or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one plenty. Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have quart, quinti, sext, septum, and so on. And of course the prefix for 8 is octo, like octopus.
Also, I love how she goes through the prefixes for 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. And of course 8, the next number on the fucking list.
It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it?
I see.
Like, the and so on was completely unnecessary when you were about to just hit 8. Two is bi, like me. I mean binary. Oh god, this is gonna sound so bad. She's got some boob eyes. That sounded terrible even in my head. I don't know why I said that. Oh god.
So the nona means 9.
So, how many of us are trapped on this ship?
Oh god.
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
Zero said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship,
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
and there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing.
Bit OCD on the subject, actually, even.
No wonder it's called the Nonary game.
See, now I question, did he come up with the idea of Nonary game and making it all around 9 first? Or did he just have a session with 9 and just decided to do... It's almost like it's the name of the game. Alright, I do have one more thing I think I gotta do. Yes. What's up? You going back already? Well, I can't just leave June there by herself. It's across a hallway, Junpei. It's not like she's well, never mind. We've had plenty of people disappear down the door 5 routes when they're technically across a hallway, so never mind. I'll take that back. What, do you think you're a knight or a protector or something? You're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. And actually, it's rather important that I go over here. Because... try closing it. Oh, I remember. I actually have to be on the other side. Whoops. No, not the arrow. Hit the... not the door. Hit the arrow. There we go. I'm gonna go check up on them. Because I gotta do it on this one. There we go. Place curtain. There's a curtain rod running along the ceiling. The shower curtain on those hooks. So now, try spreading the curtains. Oh yeah, I gotta do it from this way. Alrighty. There's a hole in the curtain. If I look at it from a ways back, I can see a single tile. Right, from here I can see what tile it is. Looks like it's 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Where is my pencil? There is my pencil. Fifth from top, 3rd from right. There we go. All right. So it's not in this one, but I actually have to go and use that information in the other room. Hey, you miss her so much you don't have to keep coming back here. Psh. No, that's not what this is. It's being like a bridge between the 2 rooms. Huh. You just keep telling yourself that. Now get out of here and go help you. I'm sorry, were you shipping? I think she might have been shipping. Alright, 5th from top and 3rd from right. So that would be... oh. It's that one. I recognize the purple tile right above it. Yes, this one's loose. I think I can get under this with my nails, and yes. And we now have our other plate. Who would have thought this would be hidden in the bathroom, huh? Shipping on a ship! Fandom will never be the same. Hey, I heard you like shipping. Shall I put a ship on your ship so you could ship while you ship? It had to be said. And June also mentioning that she has seen the pattern before. Back over to the other room. There's a tile in the frame. So I guess I'm supposed to put tiles in the empty spaces. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. And yeah, gotta now sort this out. I think this is in the right spot. Nope, these gotta be switched. There we go. Yes, I did it. There, picture complete. And there goes the frame. What's this? Actually, I just remembered Cancola's a thing. There actually is a lot of shipping that's been going on. What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in the wall. Like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. See if there's something inside. As a matter of fact, there is. The Mars key. Oh, this is one of those Mars symbols. Door at the end of the hallway. It's the same symbol engraved on the keyhole. Then that's gotta mean... Yes, we can use this key to get through to... Blech. We can use this key to get through that door.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
Oh, here we go.
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory.
Oh boy, more interesting theories. Let's see where this one goes.
I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
It better not be as stupid as psychic crystals.
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
It's not that bad, Santa, trust me. I've been through this at least once before. Trust me, it's not as bad as you think.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Well, at least with humans it's easier to understand than fucking crystals.
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said.
Professor X disliked that.
It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, I...
Seem to be taking it seriously enough, Lotus.
Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book. Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
Okay, this is not relevant to actually endings at all, but if you look at it close enough, it looks like a little bit of a Boston Terrier, and I believe that is the actual answer. But let's go with Funyarinpa.
A Funyarinpa. See? I mean, this totally looks like one. And here, and here.
What the hell is a Funyarinpa?
What do you mean? What the hell is a Funyarinpa? You mean you don't know?
How the hell would I know?
How could you not know? That's practically blasphemous. Oh, say you're sorry. Apologize to the Funyarinpa. Goodness, you are such a rude woman.
It is obviously a Funyarinpa.
Junpei, are you just screwing around?
I do admit I like how she has not left this position for the last fucking 5 screens. She's already... Junpei has barely started his shit and she's already had enough of it.
Forget it. I'm just gonna tell you. This is a dog. See? Like this.
And yes. Oh, sorry, it's either a Boston Terrier or a French Bulldog. I
So
believe it's a Boston Terrier.
now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how
Did,
that helps
did I miss
us.
something massive from previous streams? I'm so lost. Technically I'm close enough to the start. You didn't miss too much, but I've done some weird. Oh, yes, you've missed one. There was a the one that I keep referencing is there is a story told in another room. We might actually see it again about how scientists were trying to make these crystals of EDT, which is supposed to be some sort of massive detergent. It's supposed to be really, really powerful, could clean anything, but was mostly used for industrial usage. So scientists were trying to create EDT crystals, but they accidentally got exposed to water and turned into a hydrate. Now, the hydrate makes the EDT crystals useless. But what I keep making a reference to is it stated in the story that the lab was far away from anything else, but suddenly other crystals started absorbing water particles that did not before, that were nowhere near the initial one. And then it was assumed that somebody fucking told the crystals that they could absorb water and become a hydrate. And that's when they started fucking absorbing the water and becoming a hydrate. And somehow that information got some sort of telepathy between fucking crystals for them to start becoming hydrates. It's a fucking crystal meme. It fits in with the rest of these stories, but it's the most absurd example of it in the entire game. Which is saying something, given how ridiculous some of these other stuff is right.